Welcome to the weekly outline overview for this assignment. I'm just going to open it here. All right, as you see, the week ending, the Friday date is the one that I've used throughout the calendar for this schedule. Each week, we will have a topic that we will be covering, as well as related readings and what is due that week. Your due dates are Fridays at noon every week, except for the very last one, but we'll get to that in a minute. You will submit everything through Blackboard following the instructions provided on the announcement page and on the course documents themselves. So, first week, what I expect you to do, get the textbook, read chapter 1, and look over the rest of Blackboard following these screencasts and other documents that are available for you to open and look over. Your task for this week is to complete your introduction to the class on the discussion board. Next week, you're going to be having a few minutes in the library section, looking over some skills videos. It might be a refresher for some of you, or it might be new information. Please plan to take the time necessary, probably about 2 hours total, to complete all the videos, consider what they're showing you, and complete the research skills quiz, which is due September 14th, worth 5% of your grade. As each week goes by, the topics change, the chapter readings that need to be accomplished change. As you see, throughout the semester, the marks gradually build up, 5% for the first 3, then 10%. One of our midterm tests happens on the week of Thanksgiving, and then a skills statement, so that by midterm, you have completed almost 50% of the course. And so that's a good time to double check, see where you're at, see if your success level is as high as you would like it to be, and get in touch with me if you need to at that point, that we can discuss how you're doing in the course. Related to the test, of course, it's open book. This is an online course. It will be about designated chapters in the text that will then apply to the upcoming assignments. And as you see, we get that far before reading week, which happens October 22nd to 26th. Then when you get back, you have one more of your general assignments for the course, the second midterm test, covering chapters 11, 12, and 14, which will then carry us into the large last assignment for the semester, which is a report that you write up and then convert into a presentation. As you see, these last 2 pieces are worth 15%, a couple of the larger marks for the course. The recommendation report itself is due November 30th of week 12. But the presentation, instead of having it due the Friday of week 13, you get an extension until the Monday, December 10th at noon. That is the one time something will be due on a Monday. Please be aware that it needs to be due then, so that I can get it graded and returned to you prior to the end of semester, so that we can confirm that our ideas for your mark agree with each other. All right, the last bit, the little notes at the bottom of this schedule. As it says, please, if you're having issues with due dates, that type of thing, please alert me as early as possible, definitely within 24 hours prior to the due date, so that we can discuss an extension and the rationale behind that. When you need to get in touch with me, follow my email address, using your student email account. As it says here, I have 160 students this term, 80 of them are online. If you could please provide your first and last name. I usually have a dozen Jacobs, quite a few Jessicas, other names that dominate the class lists. And if you could even mention that you're in my WEC, Work Environment Communication course, that will help me answer your question that much more efficiently, rather than me having to go through all the class lists hunting down which one you are. As it says here, there will be an ongoing review of mechanics of writing. For the first couple of assignments, I don't heavily grade your grammar and spelling, but as I start to correct things and point errors out to you, I do expect them to be resolved, so that the further along in the term we go, the more perfect your writing becomes. So be aware of that. And I think that is it for the schedule. So now you can move on to the next screencast, which deals with the official Georgian course outline for this course.